quick trip. We got inspired from the Netflix show, Quarterback. So we were watching the Quarterback show. Kansas City Chiefs were on it. That's my favorite football team. And we decided that we wanted to go to a Chiefs game. And so we started looking at tickets to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tickets were crazy.
Yeah, very expensive.
Like $900 for
nosebleeds.
Yeah, like for
basically
the $900 for nosebleeds, which was just crazy. So, Gami was like, let's go look at other stadiums closer to where we're at, and found out that Jacksonville, they were playing Jacksonville week 2. So it was the perfect little audible. So we got the tickets, texted some of my buddies that I know had season tickets. They were going to the game. I found tickets right behind them. And so, and then we started planning from there. We got a nice place to stay. Our friends, Snow and Sid, they let us stay in their guest room, super comfy house. They got nice dogs, made us breakfast.
Yeah, we had great hospitality that whole weekend. Honestly, it was great vibes. Everyone who lives in Jax Beach, I feel like it's just a very nice community. Everyone, hangs out with each other, and like it's just people are constantly inviting others to their house. Like it was a very nice, welcoming 2 days, I feel.
It was sweet. I mean, all the houses in Atlantic Beach are really nice. It's a cool little surf town. The area where all our friends live is less than a mile from the beach.
Yeah.
So you ride your bikes everywhere. Everybody knows each other. Everybody's super nice. And it was a good time.
Kind of like a big biking town.
Yeah.
I would say. And we headed over to like a very cute restaurant, outdoor-indoor situation. We saw the first half of the game, had a really good fresh tuna bowl, had a bucket of beers, and just kind of spent the early afternoon there.
We kind of just hung out in Jax for a few hours, watched the FSU game, and now we are headed to a beach festival to go watch some bands.
Maybe a little too much.
Oh, that's cool. What's it called again? Fin Fest? Florida Fin Fest. There's literally people from Kansas City everywhere you turn. I love it. You gotta love it. It's a music festival mixed with a ocean conservation education festival. So they had speakers, they had different booths and vendors, they had food trucks, and then live music.
Yeah.
And we saw a couple bands. Our favorite band was Sema Funk. That was awesome. And he has this big, like this huge live band with like, they had sick lasers and they were just super animated. It was really fun.
Yeah, it was like Afro-Cuban, like funk music. So very like atypical of what I guess would be expected at one of these festivals, because it seemed like it was more like jam bands, more like beach vibes, alternative, and this was very much like different. But the crowd was dancing, grooving, moving, like they really know how to move a crowd. And then, yeah, I think we just like chilled there the rest of the night. It was like a 30-minute beach ride or bike ride. So we got home and I think we called it a night because we had an early morning the next day to get ready for the Chiefs game.
We didn't really do much after that. Next day, woke up, Didn't even have time for breakfast. Went straight to Publix. Had all of our Chiefs gear on, and it was funny because we were the only people in Chiefs gear at this Publix, and everybody's wearing their Jags gear. We just left Publix, and we already got people talking smack. I mean, we're walking in here like I feel like the bad guy walking through Jacksonville Publix with the Mahomes jersey on. We got Gummy in the red too. No one said anything to her, so that was nice. Okay. And now we're heading to go see the boys. Like, people were making little comments to me and kind of talking a little bit of smack. I mean, nothing crazy, but it was just fun. It was like friendly little banter. They didn't say anything to Kami, but
no, nothing to me. Yeah, and then we met up with a couple of his friends, all guys from college that luckily I met through Tyler and have been very welcoming.
Nice to meet you. How you guys doing?
We're doing good, man.
Ready to go?
Fucking ready to rock. Yeah, we're excited.
Nice.
We headed straight to the stadium, which was like a 25-30 minute ride. It was smooth sailing.
Yeah.
And then we parked by all of his buddies and started drinking and tailgating and just typical Sunday football things.
Oh my god, I described it to my yeah. I described it to my dad. He was just like just frothing like once the building. I was like, all you need is guns.
Let's go Chiefs.
I was waiting for me. I was thinking just a second ago. The uniforms yesterday were also so fucking. Is it? Cat, I'm sweating my balls out.
Put it inside out. You gotta put it inside out. So
we know it's all about those shoes.
Spin it around. Alright guys, just write Chiefs on it with a Sharpie. So you're gonna get 12 waters?
Beers? Damn, this place is great.
Amen.
Best place to be.
All you can eat, all you can drink, all you can watch warm-ups and football. This is great.
No room to be.
Ooh, they got cookies. So we got a nice little setup going on. We're in this cabana. We got a bunch of Chiefs fans. We're on like the Chiefs side, there's the Chiefs side, the Jags side. And we're just watching the team warm up. We got Mahomes here, got the receivers, the punters, the kickers. It's pretty sweet. All you can eat, all you can drink. We have tickets too. We can sit up here if we wanted, or we can go into our normal seat. We're sitting over here somewhere right behind our buddies, we're in the shade. So we can sit over there, we can hang out over here. I don't know, kind of feel it out and see how it goes, but it's exciting.
I'm most excited to see Mahomes play live. I don't think I've ever seen him play live. I'm also really excited to meet the away team at a home stadium. That's so fun. And I'm excited to just have a good time.
Let's see your shirt.
Go Chiefs!
Yeah, it was a good time. It was a good way to get into the stadium and get warmed up for the game.
Yeah.
And then after that, they start the pregame festivities. The Jags, the mascot, he does this thing where he jumps off the light fixture, and so you see this guy in the top corner, and he jumps off this light fixture, does a double backflip, and then he's on this string, and he gets he rappels. It's
yeah.
rappelling down this string into the stadium. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then they did a flyover with the big American flag on the field. They did the national anthem, and then they had 3 fighter jets fly over the stadium. And that was pretty awesome because she had never seen a flyover before.
No.
And then the pilots from the flyover, they sat right in front of us.
Which I didn't know that till just now.
Yeah.
But if you haven't been to the Jags Stadium, highly recommend it. The vibes are great. The fans are great. They are raw Jaguars. They have a bunch of fun chants. Duval is the county that they're in, so it's a massive Duval, and every time they got a new set of downs, it was like, move those chains, move those chains. I don't know. I was about to root for the Jags just because I wanted to chant with them also, but Chiefs fan by association.
Yeah, it was cool. It's a cool stadium. They do a lot of cool stuff. But the game itself wasn't that exciting. At least for the first half, it was kind of boring.
So it's halftime, and it's a close game. Not very good game. I'm pretty excited. I feel like it's a lot of penalties, a lot of incomplete passes, low scoring, 7-6. We weren't expecting that at all.
By the time like the third quarter rolled around, I don't know, the crowd was like a little deflated. But then the Chiefs came out strong. They scored off the opening drive. And the Chiefs fans were going crazy. There was a lot of Chiefs fans.
There was a good amount.
Like a sea of red on our side, it was pretty sweet. And we sat next to these Chiefs fans. They were from Kansas City. We sat right in front of Brady Mahomes, Pat Mahomes' wife, and then his little brother, Jackson Mahomes. They were in the box, like right next to us.
Yeah. Every time the Kansas Chiefs would score or anything would be called, I'd like look over and like try to get their reaction or. I think I got like 20 different photos of her doing like a bunch of things. I don't know. I was fangirling, even though I'm not like her biggest fan. I don't know. It's just cool to be around famous people.
Yeah. It was definitely cool to be around famous people. And then we saw them on the way out too. They were like they were like right in front of us on the way out.
I forgot about that.
But yeah, people kept turning around, they were waving at them, they were like making faces, trying to get their attention, things like that. And then we won. It was a good win too. Like the team really like turned it around at the end. The defense held Jacksonville to no touchdowns, which was awesome. And leaving the stadium, like all the Chiefs fans were hype. Everybody's high-fiving. It was really cool. And it just made the trip that much better that like we went there and we won, you know. We got to hang out with our friends. We had a lot of fun and the team won, and it's like, what more can you ask for?
And you haven't seen the Chiefs play in a long time, right? Like live?
Like literally like 20 years, yeah.
Yeah. So that was cool. I mean, I got to see him. We got to see Mahomes do like his pre-game like ritual that he talked about a ton on the show. I feel like there's a lot of firsts. I mean, that was my first time in the Jaguar Stadium, not Tyler's. But as I'm getting into more football things, these games are becoming a lot more fun. And yeah, I mean, really great weekend. We got no traffic on the way back, barely.
Yeah, like no, tiny little bit of traffic, but it was a great trip. We had a blast. I definitely want to go see the Chiefs like once a year now.
Yeah.
And I definitely want to go back to Atlantic Beach because it's a fun place. It's really chill vibes. It's just a good time and good people there.
Yeah. Catchell's living there, maybe?
Maybe.